Hello students, in class 9th maths chapter number 8 quadrilaterals, we are on some properties of parallelogram, in which some properties we proved according to the theorem, like in a parallelogram opposite sides are parallel and equal, opposite angles are also equal, adjacent angles are congruent, supplementary, and we also studied that if opposite angles are equal, then a quadrilateral is a parallelogram. If opposite adjacent angles are supplementary in any quadrilateral, then also it is an quadrilateral, that is parallelogram. Similarly, today we will prove that if the diagonals of quadrilateral bisect each other, then it is a parallelogram. In previous theorem we studied that if in a parallelogram diagonals bisect each other, and today's theorem we will prove the opposite part of that theorem. If the diagonals of a quadrilateral bisect each other, then it is a parallelogram. So, to prove this, first of all we will draw a diagram. Let ABCD is a quadrilateral. In this ABCD, it's given that the diagonal AC and BD bisected each other. Bisected each other means at O, the length of OA and OC are equal, length of OB and OD are equal. It's given part. So we will write here given ABCD is a quadrilateral and OA is equals to OC, OB is equals to OD. To prove, we have to prove that ABCD is parallelogram. To prove for parallelogram, प्रूफ करते हैं हम इसमें ट्राइंगल यूज करते हैं, ट्राइंगल AOD एंड ट्राइंगल COB. इन बोथ ट्राइंगल्स के अंदर OA is equals to OC, it's given. Angle AOB equals to angle COB, vertically opposite angle, and OB or OD is equals to OB, it's given. So by SAS property or rule, we can say that triangle AOD is congruent to triangle COB. These two triangles are congruent to each other, and if these two triangles are congruent, then by CPCT we can say that angle ODA, or we can write it as ADO, this angle, and angle CBO, these angles are equal, because OD is equals to OB, that's why this angle is equals to this angle. We can also write this ADO as ADB equals to CBO as CBD. So ADB is equals to CBD, but these are alternate interior angle. If these are alternate interior angle, It means AD is parallel to BC. Similarly, we can prove that the side AB is also parallel to DC, and if opposite sides of a quadrilateral are parallel to each other, then hence ABCD is a parallelogram, which we have to prove in this theorem. So हमें opposite diagonals इंटरसेक्ट करते हैं, डायगोनल इंटरसेक्ट करते हैं, ये गिवन था. हमें ये प्रूफ करना था कि दिस क्वाड्रिलेटरल इज ए पैरेललोग्राम. प्रूफ करने के लिए दो ट्राइंगल्स लिए हमने, ट्राइंगल AOD एंड DOC. एंड दोनों ट्राइंगल्स के अंदर हमने सबसे पहले OA इक्वल्स टू OC, OB इक्वल्स टू OD गिवन था. एक वर्टिकल ऑपोजिट एंगल है, दो लाइन्स इंटरसेक्ट कर रही हैं, दैट्स वाई. सो उस केस में दोनों ट्राइंगल्स कॉन्ग्रुएंट होंगे. इफ दोनों ट्राइंगल्स कॉन्ग्रुएंट है तो बाय CPCT मीन्स कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग पार्ट्स ऑफ कॉन्ग्रुएंट ट्राइंगल्स, वी कैन राइट एंगल ADO इज इक्वल्स टू एंगल CBO. दैट मीन्स ADB इज आल्सो इक्वल्स टू CBD. सेम एंगल है, रिप्रेजेंटेशन हमने चेंज किया थोड़ा सा, बट दीज आर द इंटीरियर एंगल. इंटीरियर एंगल आर इक्वल. अल्टरनेट इंटीरियर एंगल इक्वल तभी हो सकते हैं जब बोथ द लाइन्स आर पैरेलल. दैट मीन्स AD इज पैरेलल टू BC. Similarly, we can prove that AB is also parallel to DC. Hence, ABCD is a parallelogram because opposite sides are parallel. So, as we know that in a quadrilateral, if opposite pair are equal and parallel, then this quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Now, we will prove it by theorem. So, let's draw a quadrilateral. Let ABCD is a quadrilateral, and it's given that opposite side, pair of opposite side are equal and parallel. That means let ABCD is a quadrilateral. AB is parallel to DC and AB is equals to DC. To prove, we have to prove that ABCD is a parallelogram. To prove this is a parallelogram, we have to prove that the side AD and BC are also parallel. If AD and BC are parallel, then we can write that these two triangles are, this quadrilateral is a parallelogram, because AB is parallel to DC. If we prove that AD is also parallel to BC, opposite sides are parallel. Opposite sides are parallel in quadrilateral, then it is a parallelogram. To prove that construction, we draw a diagonal AC. So, construction, draw a diagonal AC. Now, it converts into triangles. Proof, take two triangles. First of all, triangle ABC and triangle ABC and triangle CDA. ABC and CDA. In these two triangles, AC equals to AC, common side. AB equals to DC, it's given. These two sides are equal and this is a common side, and this angle and this angle are equal. That means angle BAC is equals to angle DCA because of alternate interior angle. Now these two sides are equal and one angle, common angle between them are equal. That means by SAS rule we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CDA. If these two are congruent, then by CPCT, corresponding part of congruent triangles, we can say that these two angles are also equal. So angle CAD is also equals to angle BCA, but these are alternate interior angle, and if alternate interior angles are equal, that means AD is parallel to BC. It's already given that AB is parallel to DC, and we proved that AD is parallel to BC. Hence ABCD is a parallelogram. That is our proof. So in this quadrilateral part we studied about some properties of parallelogram. We completed our theorems related to properties of parallelogram. Now we know some properties of parallelogram, in which first is opposite sides are equal and parallel. If any quadrilateral have opposite sides equal and parallel, then it is a quadrilateral. If then it is a parallelogram, and if it is a parallelogram, then opposite sides are equal and parallel. Second, the diagonals bisect each other. For a parallelogram, diagonal bisect each other, and for a quadrilateral, if diagonal bisect each other, then that is a parallelogram. Opposite angles are equal. In a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. If in any quadrilateral, opposite angles are equal, then it is a parallelogram. So all these properties we use in exercise 8.1, जिसमें हमने इन प्रॉपर्टीज का यूज करना है. अगर पैरेललोग्राम है तो ये कंडीशन अप्लाई होगी. अगर ये किसी क्वाड्रिलेटरल में कोई कंडीशन अप्लाई हो रही है पैरेललोग्राम की, देन वो क्वाड्रिलेटरल एक पैरेललोग्राम होगा. हम इसका यूज करते हुए एक्सरसाइज 8.1 कंप्लीट करेंगे, जो कि अपने नेक्स्ट वीडियो में मैं कंप्लीट करवाऊंगा. आज के लिए थैंक यू.